Hello my fellow of the samurai players, and here goes my second battle against Iriskin in our last match of Group E in the second group stage of Aggony 1v1 Championship 2012. And this map is deciding who of us going to the next stage into the playoff. And this is the second game. First game I won, and in this game I'm an attacker and a host. So I choose flute plane because my plan works more or less good on flute plane. Let's take a look while our army march. Let's take a look at compositions. Well, he have something like 9 line units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, only 9. 9 line units, all relatively weak ones. It's Azure Dragon forces, Black Tortoise forces, or some white bears, I believe. Yeah, one white bear. He have Spear Levy and 5 cavalry units. 2 of them Yariki with 4 and 3 chevrons, quite weak. 2 of them Yariki with 8 chevrons, and 1 is 2 chevrons Shogun Guard Cavalry. So this is a very line heavy composition with a strong middle, and this is I want to take a special note of. And I have quite a strong line. I have 2 Marines, United States Marines and Infantry de Marine. I have Imperial Infantry with 1 upgrade in reload. This one is weak, Black Tortoise Force. This is all for my infantry, for line infantry. I have only 4 of them. I have 2 Spear Levies, 2 Shogitais, and 4 Yariki with 6 and 7 7 upgrades on each. My avatar is some mix between Gun and Bushido, and Iriskin avatar, as you can see, is common gen. And here I do a grave mistake. So this actually goes not according to my plan, and not because it's not good to say that, I think, but right now it's not my opening who is forcing my mistake, but for some that happens to me when there is there is no time between games. We started this one very fast after the first one, so I didn't really get time to get the first game out of my mind. And you see what I'm doing. Remember how I played against Green Star on this map? He also had a line heavy composition. Well, he didn't have any cavalry, so it was easier, but still, against such a line heavy composition, you don't want to charge your swords through the middle into this arc of fire, and this time without any spears protect. You see, I don't use my spear levy as a mid shield, so he got easy cavalry charge into my Shogitais, and this was just mindless. There is no reasonable explanation for that. Well, maybe I was just following the bad deployment of mine. Right plan in this situation, when you see your opponent deployment like this, you get 1 Shogitai with Spear Levy here, 1 Shogitai with Spear Levy here. You present strong front, and because of this 2 150 range line Marines, he cannot really attack me through the front. You see, only 3, maybe 4 line units can fit here. So I use my cavalry in the middle, so I can easily threaten any of his flanks. I use strong line to stop him, and I push flanks until I wrap around him. Because despite having stronger line, despite having more line units, you see how concentrated they are. And now I'm not even talking about the game, because it's completely over. It was over the moment his cavalry charged, his Yariki charged my Shogitai. Without being able to utilize these 2 Shogitai force in the forest, I have nothing against this line spam. Just because this Marines actually a bad unit to put in the forest, in my opinion. Because when you put so many fans in any unit, you want that unit to get to deliver some shock damage. You want them to kill very fast. But when you put Marines in the forest against units that also in the forest, you can't kill them well enough. So you Marines waste a lot of time shooting at a very cheap target. They doesn't get a lot of casualties as well, but you waste time, which you could have used much more effectively. And the time you waste here allows him to do something more with additional units he have. And here, look at this spear levies. 100 kill already. You see what happened here? I had one unit of Black Tortoise Force and Spear Levy that I didn't micro at all when this started. Man, maybe it's just because I'm so tired today. My mind just gave up. So I just wanted to do something instead of instead of searching for opening, I just rushed it. And these two units, I didn't control them at all. So this one unit of Spear Levy here, where is it? This one. Because of Iriskin getting all 3 dodges, they destroyed one unit of Spear Levy and one unit of Black Tortoise Force. So this unit of Spear Levy already got 120 kills. Ridiculous stats. So this is kinda game Iriskin wants. He with his style of play, with his a bit defensive, reactive style of play, he doesn't really create an opening, but he waits for his opponent to somehow start an action and make a mistake. I think, and this worked really well against me, as you can see. I started an action and I failed it. I didn't prepare it well enough. But in contrast to this game, you have seen in first game, I dictated the flow of the game. So the problem with this approach of Iriskin, even thought, I think it's a very pragmatic, practical way to play. It's very strong on the ladder, but I'm afraid if he doesn't learn how to be more aggressive, how to create this balance in force distribution, how to create a focal point of attack, he will not advance much further, I'm afraid. And I'm saying that because I actually like this. I like players who can play simple game and win. And someone like me who I can play very beautiful game, like my first game against Prussian Prince and my first game against Iriskin, as I have shown, but I can't do it consistently. So I'm somewhere halfway between a player like Iriskin and player like, I don't know, Duck or Pointman. They both can deliver very beautiful games in my opinion, but Duck is much more stable. And some of you might be surprised that I talk about Pointman. He is very unstable, so it's not exactly an example of how you should play, but I still think when Pointman play well, it's such a nice view. I like to watch his game just because it's such an overwhelming experience to meet his very cheap but composition with a lot of manpower, and when he controls them well, that's a feeling I want to deliver to my opponents. But I can't actually. Okay, then final statistic. You see, as I told, United States Marines, they were staying in the open, not in the forest, and they did much better than my infantry de marine. And another thing, I don't know, maybe it's just some superstition of mine, but despite having better stats, I noticed that my infantry de marine consistently do worse than the United States Marines. And I don't know, this sounds stupid, but I feel like they have more line of sight issues than United States Marines. It's like they deliberately bugged. No matter when I use them, they just stay and don't shoot. I don't know why. It's probably just a superstition. Imperial infantry did okay on that flank, and probably that left flank is the point where I could have broken through my opponent's defense instead of charging middle, which was completely stupid. In the middle, you know, the right way to play with my composition on this map is kite. You want to keep your Shogitais on the flanks, and you want your 150 range in the middle, shooting, backing up, and if he follows you, he will open his flank to Shogitais. This is how you play with balanced composition. You rely on timing and coordination, and I played stupidly. This is a game I probably throw it away. And I'm telling you this because the next game is a game where I was overplayed completely. It was played... Well, we will see it soon. Spear Levy, 147 kills. Vanilla Spear Levy. That's how you use them. And all other units, they just did well enough. And because there is so many of them, final kill count is completely in Iriskin's favor. Well, that's game 2 for you. Let's hop into the third one.